the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Toronto Huskies. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, 19, 31. Check.
On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. That's the score. 2-6. And let's go.
Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Watson rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 3 bud. Check 50. Check 50. Hard. Check 50. Watch the safety. Look at me. Zip and fight.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Switch it. Greystone, travel. What? Squeeze. Go.
Now Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218. Chop. Bravo. That's a what? Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Go. Get it.
Throwing Jones. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, watch it. 24. High alert. 25. Check 25. Check. He's cracked. 59.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Kill.
On 1st down, Richmond. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mike, set. 19. Watch the pass. Kill. 54. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Richmond. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
60 outlaw. Let's go defense. General West. Defense. Here we go. Check them. Go. Hey. Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, 2.
Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
55. Right there. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3. Check 26. Check 26. Check Leo. Under 10. 10. Hey. Get it ready.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. And from down in Miami, an update. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
6-6, pull it high. Check 3. Check 9. Hey, switch gears. Slam. Check 37. Check your hot read. Fair. Yo, go. You got motion man right there. Hit it.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessary.
There he goes, right side, and touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 12, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On the ready. Rock it. Check 20. Look at me. Go. Get him. You got it. Hey, lock it. Safe. Slam. 36. Switch. Hey, wahoo. Go.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. 22 jet bomber. Come. Kill. Check. Go out. Go. You kill it. Side.
They run. Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike, 53. Pilot, 64, weak. They're running, man. Watch twins. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 43. Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
High 7. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Go. Get it.
On 3rd down, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Chopper! Check high route. Squeeze! Be good. Yeah. Shoot!
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
26. Double tight. Five down. Stand up in. Mike 10. Mike 10.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the 50, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch out. Whip. Go on. Jam. Yep.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
53, Mike. Tackles. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53. Hey, echo. I'm here all day. Hey. Ready.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. On 1st down, Richmond. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Check. Motion.
Now a give, right side. Richmond. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
What is that? 19, 39. Heavy. Hey, 81 right there. Check that guy. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Tight. You got three down. My five.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Ain't no timeout.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second and 15 now. Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Let's go. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Hey, 31.
Out of the gun, Watson. That is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, check. My five. Danny. My five. My 24. That's it.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Cook following the penalty. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Strip the ball.
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
We go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Rock it.
Kill. Watch safety 3.
Look at me. Zip line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Look at me. Door.
Kill.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score, Huskies 20. Vikings nothing.
53. Mike. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Hey, lock it. Go. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They a few times and made some adjustments. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Come on. You better bring it. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
General West.
Undercrush.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tighten down. There you go. Check.
Hard.
Check 3.
Yeah.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Under 10.
Hey, exit. Hey.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
53. Mike. Switch up. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Yep. Ready.
Back to throw. Jones. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And what a big-time play there. 46 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check 4, check 4. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Check 13. Check 13.
Slam, slam, slam.
Tight dog.
24.
Back, back, back.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
24 down, he's coming. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Say, hey, line him up.
On second down now, Richmond. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much